Hello, everyone. I'm here with a new background, which looks like I am here to give you an offer that you cannot refuse. But I'm actually here to just talk about something I want to talk about because it's my YouTube channel. So I talk about whatever the fuck I want. Woo! Scambaiters. We love them. We know them. Perhaps we watch them. We're entertained by them. I find myself watching that kind of stuff quite often because it is entertaining, feels wholesome, feels like you're part of a movement that's trying to stop something that's just so gross and egregious. But I think these scam baiters would be quick to admit that even though they are doing good work, and I 100% know and believe they're doing good work, that they're only taking a small percentage of these scams that proliferate all over the world because a lot of them are run different parts of the world globally. It's harder to kind of enforce a crime that's been perpetrated to you by someone that's in another country, right? Because how does the international law apply? Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously, the scam baiter stuff is great. It's very entertaining stuff to watch. Power to them. I think these are all very smart people doing really good work. However, I am incredibly frustrated, as I'm sure many other people are, by the endless text messages, BS messages, Facebook phishing links, Gmail emails we get, etc., etc., and so on and so forth. It's all a bit much, and if you're not pretty vigilant, you could fall for them. I came close to one falling for myself, falling to a scam myself. I was waiting for a package from the U.S. and it was like a text saying you're something with your package. You have to go to this customs link, and they'd copied the friggin' Canada Post website, and I clicked on the Canada Post website, and it was asking me an enter payment. Of course, I didn't do it. It's like, okay, this is a scam. To which I texted back the person, whoever texted me. I said, nice try with your scam, go fuck yourself. Something to that effect. I had a friend who's very smart. She fell for one. My parents fell for one, but they called the bank right away. So luckily they were able to not kind of lose anything financially. But if you're unaware of that stuff, you can fall victim to that quite easily. And that's why these scams proliferate. But what I want to talk about is scam baiters doing great work. We need to be vigilant against these scams. Who could potentially be responsible in stopping these are a number of places. Here in Canada, I want to target the telecommunication companies here because we're getting like endless text messages and stuff like that. And I'm with Rogers, which is just whatever. I'm not particularly happy with their service, but you're kind of stuck with like just a few small telecommunication companies here because we got a tech Ogler Arpi. I don't know how to pronounce the word here. And I would often respond like funny things to these text messages, just like silly, goofy things. And they charge me like nickel and dimey, and then I have to fight them and get that stupid, $1 off my bill. And their suggestion was, oh, just to report a block and to move on. Sure, but shouldn't you, Rogers as a company, be doing more to stop these? And of course, there's no financial incentive to do them, so they never do that. It's gross. And I think, I was going to say, if you want to do a bit of activism, write to your local, if you're in Canada, local member of parliament to get them on this and to get these tech companies to do more to stop this because they clearly have the power to do it. They're just too greedy not to, and that's gross. I'm going to talk about is the big tech companies. They've just become so big that they're having trouble regulating these things, obviously. But at the same time, you have these people making lots of money. And I want to mention something. I had a friend pass recently. It's very sad. I don't want to get into it too much because I'll start crying. But I posted something about my friends passing on Facebook, and an hour in, the scammers were on that link. That is gross, right? And it doesn't matter if you report it to Facebook. They don't do anything. And that's not just Facebook. That's all these tech companies. Just do very little. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is these companies should be doing something. They won't. So it's up to us citizens to write to our government to try to get these companies to actually do something. Because I lose my damn mind every time I see some goddamn scammer comment on a Facebook post I've made or whatever. So, yeah. Do what you can. Be vigilant out there. You know, if you fell victim of scam, I'm very sorry. We're all susceptible to it. And, yeah. We can work together to maybe not stop this completely, but at least minimize it. All right. That's it. Happy Sunday, everyone. Bye.